All right, and here we are again with another gameplay of God of War. God of War. God of War. God of War. All right. This is really an experiment more than anything. What I'm trying to do here really is test out the minds of my dual sense controller. Now, if I remember, right behind this blue bush lies. Yeah, that is where I died last night. Or in the game. Yes, in the game. That's where I got killed by, if I remember, two maniacs. There's no other word for them. They attacked without any warning. They just came out swinging. They just, flat out came out swinging. And they took me by surprise. Plus, I was not in my best. I was not very cheerful. Let's just say that. Oh, so I know where that leads to, or what that really leads to. Before we really begin, this is my first ever voice over, and I want to do justice to it, really. First, I'm so sorry for any sound in the background that you might hear. It's just a noise coming out of the gate. Can't really control it. Anyways, so, uh, first, thank you to everybody who has already joined in and the ones who have watched my gameplays. This is not about the gameplays. I, I'm old school, really. I'm old school. I come from the time, I've seen that time when didn't even have, we didn't even have what, what, what we did. We didn't really have a lot of things, really. Or we did not have cell phones the way we have them now. We had, but cell phones came very, very late in my life. You can probably guess that by me calling it a cell phone. I didn't even bother saying smartphone or anything, you know. So that's how old school I am. I have seen time that nowadays people either remember or cannot imagine. That's it. There's no in between there. The ones who've lived through that time, they would remember it, and the ones who have not, they can not even imagine those days. Anyways, we'll talk about those days in my further videos. I tested the audio; it works perfectly fine, so I'm happy with the quality of it. I hope I'm clearly audible, though. That's one thing that I really hope for. And if I'm not, you can just let me know in the comments. I'll more than welcome your comments. I've only just started uploading the videos, and honestly, it's not about the channel or the video, really. Mm, my intentions are, not just to create gaming videos. I'm here to do something way bigger than that, something as big as this guy is out to do, really. This guy, Kratos, Kratos. That's how we call his name, Kratos. And trust me, I've heard a version of his names. Some people who call him Kratos, Kratos. Trust me, heard as bad as Kratos, Kratos. Trust me, I've heard it all. And that is the kind of reason why I'm here now doing this. Uh, this is how angry I am, really. See, I'm not here to teach English to anybody. Trust me, if anybody joins in hoping that they would learn English, I'm not going to ask you to leave. No, I've only just started gathering people. But you will not really, well, English. English. Okay. All right. Well, that's another thing right there. If you're here to learn A, B, C, D, that's not going to happen. That's not happening. If you're here to learn nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, parts of speech, happening. Not really. None of those. You can learn all those things from a variety of sources. Trust me, way better than what I can do. There are multiple sources. If you need, I'm going to keep suggesting some of those from time to time. But what I'm here to do really is put a stop to the madness. Put a stop to what really is going on. That's a bigger problem. I'm not here to teach English to anybody, trust me. I'm here to do something way bigger than that. And I don't want to end up becoming another sir, you know. Well, sir, that's how you really call it. That's how you really say it. You don't say sir, sir, sir. सरसराना अलग चीज है हवा सरसराती है अगर लोग सरसराते हैं तो अजीब लगता है इट्स एक्चुअली सर 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 that's it or that's what I'm here for that's what I'm really trying to do here there are things which you've been doing wrong all your lives something as simple as basic as talking बातें करते सब आ रही हैं पर क्या सही से करते आ रहे हैं that's a bigger question I'm here to answer I'm here to help you do better conversations. I'm here to help you all use a language as a language. Like, use it as a language. It's not just a subject. You don't just learn, you don't just remember it, write, write in your exams, clear through those exams, and then go back to, I don't know, not using really English. And I don't want to make it all about English neither. It's not. It's उससे बहुत बड़ा ही है. Wait, एक काम करते हैं. पहले थोड़ा लड़ लेते हैं. गेम प्ले भी जरूरी है. Otherwise, you'll all keep looking at this empty wall, listening to my words, and probably fall asleep. So, without risking it, let's go mode से मिलते हैं. Mode से. अब किसकी वो देखना बाकी है. Anyways, throughout the gameplay, every time any of the characters speak, I'll keep quiet. And every time there's a moment of silence, I'll try and fill it in with, I don't know, let's just go with it. Let's flow with it. Okay.
Isn't it nice how Fimbulwinter wore down all the helpful magic we acquired? Yet somehow new terrors only flourish. As if aren't
Oh,
you?
there those bitches are. Okay, before they, this is how you attack last time. This is without any motherfucking warning. You pieces of shit, trash it. What? What just happened? Okay, they got killed. They got brutally killed. Oh, they got brutally killed by the pro. That's what you get for beefing with the God of War. Great horse. That's what you get for beating the great horse. Anywho, this is more
Kill
fun.
Winterman.
Yup, you got it. Wonder who they mean.
Winterman. Who is Winterman? Oh, that's another common mistake that a lot of people make. And I hear them make it almost all the time, painfully all the time. Men, man, men, man.
We climb.
On it.
And there's definitely a very
he has
big
gotten rather
difference
good
in
at that.
main man, man, main man, man. What am I really doing here? I don't know. Well,
Yet another grisly scene.
I see another fight coming. Let's continue afterwards. Okay, what? Okay. I need my blade of chaos. Okay. Alright. Now, I know how to kill the two of you. Pieces of shit. Y'all can't do jack shit from this now. Kill the shit out of you. You know how to control your... Yeah, bitch. Have I given up the monetization opportunity with that B word? What do you all think? Nah, never mind. Okay, well, anyways, honestly, it's not even about the monetization part of getting any money out of it. Money is not the intent. Trust me, I have been working for a very, very long time. What do I do for a living? I'm a trainer. I take a lot of pride in saying that. Not a trainer, I'm the trainer. That's what I do for a living. What's really going on here? Let's pay a little bit of attention here. Couple of people hanging by their legs. Blood dripping. It's not just dripping down, it's just flowing down. I think it seems like it's already flown down. This one looks a little more like a piece of rubber. Anyway, okay, the game. Alright, so the gameplay is just a part of it, just to ensure that you all have something to look at visually. Just to appeal to your visuals, that's it. That's all it is there for. उससे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है बातें. Now, ये मैं बहुत पहले शुरू कर सकता था. I'm sure जब मैंने पहली वीडियो अपलोड करी थी, I could still do it. पर उस टाइम पे I wasn't sure really how to do it. मुझे आइडिया भी नहीं था. I didn't think that I could really record good
I've seen my
audio.
share of bloodshed, but this is an awful lot for one more. Oh no! Brother!
What? 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 What the? Are those ghouls? Ghouls? What's that? Dunk? What? Don't get. Oh, that's not a don't get.
On your guard, brother. I think we found our predator.
Its horns are glowing. Might be a weak point.
Okay, I'm gonna beat her with okay, and that's what you get for attacking before it goes. Wait, what the hell? What the hell? Oh. It's not a donkey kick. Are you a donkey? No, you a centaur, right? Why are you kicking like a mule? I hope nobody gets offended for me calling this centaur a mule. You a common mule, girl. Come here, my mule. You don't. Oh, no, you don't. There. And you're going to die this time. One swing and I'm gonna take your ass. Oh, again. I hope that's what. And say bye-bye to the crew of control. They gonna die.
I just
Oh,
bloody
she
killed
did.
it.
She did.
Fimbulwinter Freya, the raiders, Thornodin barging in, and now stalkers playing in our woods. This is no safe haven anymore.
Too much loot. They gave me lots. Winter's fight. Light ruining attack. Form a master fights around the Leviathan. What? Ruining attack. Gems give Kratos access to light or heavy ruining attacks. Yes. Locked it into his weapon. In this case, his axe, his battle axe. Leviathan. Leviathan axe. Okay, let's make it Furious Small. And what am I putting in here? I'm putting Winter's Bite. Whoa, what does it really do? And it's smash. And it smashes. Once again, smash. Oh, one last thing. Boom. I'm not sure if the timing was right. Anyways, equipped and hang on, I saw my shield. Shield is busted. Broken Guardian shield. It's busted. Can't really do anything with it anymore. Anyways, what was that? What was I saying? Alright, nobody here to remind me where was I at. It's okay, I'll remember in a little bit. But I've always got something better to start with. That's my speciality. Anyways, where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? Aha.
Father, the shield Mom
Anyways,
gave you.
Thor damaged it. But now,
Perhaps the dwarves could take a look at it.
perhaps, later.
Come on, we can get in this way.
see ya.
Why are we here, Atreus?
Okay. You remember all those shrines we found, telling the stories of giants? How the panel on the left would be their origin, and the panel on the right would be their fate?
Yes. Found many. I have seen them.
Well, there's more to them than we realized.
Okay, now here is a little quiet. I'll use this. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm not here to teach English to anybody, trust me. It's actually an answer to a very vital question that I get asked a lot of times. During my training sessions, most of the time, and every time I interact with any one of my trainees. So the question is, how do we do it?
Well, the collapsed pillar is new, but the shrine is just on the other side.
How do we do it? How do we communicate better? How do we do it? How do we do it? What? Hang on, I'm supposed to push it to that side. Not happening because of that trunk, the dead tree trunk. Let's get rid of it.
That should help. Did something
Aha.
give?
That should
Over on the
help.
right?
Yours. And push to the side.
There we go. Come on.
There we go. Come on. Anyways, this is what I'm here for, not to train anybody on English. Like I said, I don't want to become another cell, you know. What do I mean by that? Another cell. No, well,
You
I can
watching?
actually be okay with being a cell so long as it's not cell. Hmm. Not saying it in a bad way,
Well,
trust me.
that's new.
I know when people say this word, they mean it. Most of the time. At least with me, they
Come
do.
on.
Atreus,
Or I
wait!
hope.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
know
he's waiting.
sometimes some of them really fake it, but well, they always do. They will always be there. The ones who legit,
What is this, lad? Where are we?
Somewhere only
is
giants were meant to
actually
see.
beautiful.
These shrines tell their stories to the world. But it turns
Wait,
out the
we'll
real
we'll
stories,
we'll, we'll
the secret
continue
stories,
right after this
those they
sequence.
kept
This
here,
looks
inside.
this
You
looks
remember the story of
beautiful.
Skull and
What the
Hati?
hell?
The wolf giants? Odin captured them because he thinks it'll help him control when Ragnarok starts.
I remember.
But that's not the whole story. See, this shows the giants setting Skull and Hati free.
They're free. Is this the past or the future?
Depends when you're looking at it.
Spoken like a giant.
See? The wolves are safe. Somewhere in Vanaheim.
Not the first place Odin would look, I suppose.
There they are, chasing the sun and moon.
Old habits.
Until, look, the moon gets stolen. Somehow.
Atreus,
See? Hati's got nothing to chase.
And they say celestial theft is a victimless crime.
Not totally sure who this is, but someone comes along and rescues the moon. And then, the moon blocks out the sun.
A total eclipse. I haven't seen one of those in
Would
100
that be the
winters.
Tia?
But then they chase an arrow, and things go back to normal.
Tia. Tia.
what does any of this have to do
We're
with...
coming to that. Look, here's Ragnarok. Do you see who's leading the armies against Odin? That's Tyr. If he's gonna be around at Ragnarok, that means he's gotta be alive. Right?
Mimir, can this be?
Odin told me he killed Tyr, and he trusted me at the time, or so I thought.
What if he didn't kill him? What if he's just had him locked up somewhere all this time?
We are back to ifs. Enough.
Wait,
We are going home.
wait! I have one more thing to show you. It's just out here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, this kind of does look beautiful. The whole thing. I've got to give it to the graphics team of this game. They've really done it this time.
What is this?
What is this?
Everything I found.
Everything
Well,
I found.
almost everything.
Well, almost everything. Oh, this is another something that I do.
That's
like
giant
mimic.
craftsmanship.
That's
You've been to
giant
Jotunheim again?
craftsmanship.
No, I found it in one of the other shrines.
Other
So yeah,
shrines.
I like to mimic a lot.
How many have you visited?
Well,
You know,
all of them?
or
all the ones I could still get to in Midgard anyway. I don't know what it is, but it's important. Just like all this. When I was inside one of the shrines, I saw an image of Tyr imprisoned, but I couldn't tell where. There are hints inside the other shrines. They mention black smoke and the bleeding earth,
black smoke,
but we can never figure out exactly.
black smoke and bleeding on. Black smoke and bleeding
Sindri's
on.
been helping me.
Hang on, black smoke and bleeding on. You know, I'm not sure what to make of it, but the game that I played, thinking that I was playing God of War Ragnarok, which actually turned out to be the previous version of it. Good thing that I played it, because now at least I have a backstory. to add to or to go with about the game. So I remember that. Black smoke and bleed nut. This can actually sound this can actually be one of the another one of the other realms. I remember there was a realm, don't really remember the name of it, but that one is basically the realm of fire. So that one had mountains, smoke covered mountains, and it had the lava oozing through them. And the lava was red hot. So this could be a reference to that realm. There's a very good chance. Anyways, we'll find out as we move along. Uh,
Look, I talked him into it. It wasn't
this is
his
what you all can
idea.
do as well. Listen to
I
the
just needed someone to
story
watch my
and
back.
try and solve the puzzles in the comments. I mean, don't try not to
Black
give out the
smoke,
spoilers. You know what?
feeding Earth.
Don't. Just try and resolve it and
Could the prison be in Muspelheim?
Unlikely. Odin's got no presence to speak of in the primordial realms.
Masalam.
But the Bleeding Elf? Sounds like a mine, aye.
Maslam. What's the name of that
The realm of
place?
the dwarves,
The one
perhaps?
that I spoke of.
Svartalfheim, that's a good bet. Their
Svartalfheim.
mines did belch black smoke, and Odin.
If anybody wants to, I don't know, practice speech, y'all can try and say the names of all these different realms. They're challenging, really challenging. Give it a try. Svartalfheim. Svartalfheim. Svartalfheim.
He's had his thumb on the dwarves for a very long time.
That's it then. Tyr's in Svartalfheim somewhere, imprisoned in a mine. So,
I've got a feeling
now?
it could be in Muspelheim.
Home.
Come on, smoke and bleed nut. It can be Muspelheim. Why can't? Oh, but then this guy's a warrior, not a
this
not
way.
Lad,
Brainiac.
even if we consider looking for Tyr, how do you have us getting to Svartalfheim? You know Odin's had all travel between realms locked up tight.
Sindri said he had an idea or two about that.
Sindri is full of ideas.
Huh. Ground looks kind of cracked there.
Okay. Here's something. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to. Ah. Here, here. And here.
Remember when we fought our first troll out this way?
I remember you lost control.
Now what do I do?
We must tread carefully, brother. Danger is close.
Danger.
You okay fighting without a shield?
It is not my first time.
But there's a thing over there. How do we get there? Electrical. I forgot I could do that. I literally forgot I could do that. Anyway, so what I was saying, yeah, don't want to become another sir. Sir, it's okay. इन दोनों के बीच में एक फर्क है एक एक डिस्टेंस है डिफरेंस है लेट्स कॉल इट दैट उस डिफरेंस और उस डिस्टेंस को हम planning on reducing by using my experience and expertise both of them. All you have to do is just tag along. We are going to go to places. We are going to go to some really nice places. I'm sorry for sounding a little bit like Donald Trump here. We are gonna go to places, some really nice places. What? Holy shit! I can't. I don't have the shield.
Right side!
Watch the fire!
Jesus. Okay.
Behind you!
Jesus Christ. Fucking rage. Have I used it at the right time? I think this is okay. I think this is.
Nasty hit! You
Holy
alright,
shit.
brother?
Did I take that one? I thought I dodged it. And the cat's gone. See, what I really mean is when I say I don't want to end up becoming another serf, इंटरनेट पे बहुत सारे trust me.
Phew.
कुछ
Almost home.
IAS करा रहे हैं, कुछ
Brother,
I don't
word.
know, फर्जी वाला.
Don't hold the lad's curiosity against him.
मेरी
goes with
प्रॉब्लम
being
ही
young.
उनसे है.
In my youth, we learned obedience.
And is that what you wish for him? Brother, he's going to walk his own path. If you don't want him
Like
walking
he's
away
going
from
to
you,
walk his own-
then smarten up and walk with him a while.
हाँ, मेरी main problem ही उनसे है.
If we could find a way to open rum travel to Sparta,
The madness
I bet
that I
there'd be all
spoke
sorts of
of.
useful equipment for us to.
Enough. We will go.
Really?
But if we do not
Is
find Tyr, you will abandon
exactly
your
that.
search. For good.
Exactly that.
All right. You won't be sorry.
At least India में एक ये एक अच्छी खासी problem है. No, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against those people. They may be very learned men. They may be very, very learned men. They may know a lot about a lot. You get it. That's not the thing. That's not what I'm up against.
Kratos! Over
My
here!
problem
Sentry!
is
As I
the
live
way
and breathe,
they're
is
sharing
that
that
Atreus?
knowledge.
It's been so long. How you've grown.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you'll follow me, Brock mentioned he needed somewhere safe to spend the night.
This
I
time
believe your
पे
favorite dwarves can help you out with
हमारे
that.
लोगों को,
We're still your favorite dwarves, right?
You're still the only dwarves we know.
हमारी जनता
I'll take
को,
it.
typically हमारे youth को
After you,
एक
my
चीज की बहुत
friends.
जरूरत है, बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है. In my experience, I'm not saying in my opinion, in my experience,
Where are we going?
The cleanest cabin in all the 9 realms.
you know
And
what,
I'd
this is
prefer it to stay
important.
that
I'll
way.
cover it
Not
right
looking at
after
anyone in
we are
particular.
through this
Kratos.
gateway. It's a mystic
After
gateway,
that
really.
Thor incident,
Look at the
we thought we
beauty
should
of
make
it.
up
Look
some
at the.
rooms till you can figure out your next moves.
Oh, this looks.
Nearly there.
It is magical, though. That's why it looks magical. There's my mystic gateway to the other side.
As you can see, we've settled here in the realm between realms. It's nothing much, but it's safe from Fimbulwinter, safe from Odin's eyes.
Jesus.
And you really can't beat the view if you're into
The grand
shimmering
view.
gray voids.
It's the
That's
grand
amazing,
view
Sin.
of the place.
We have a plan to talk to you about, actually.
Intriguing. Come in. Come in. Now,
जब तक ये
if you
gameplay
would just
चल रहा
wipe
है,
your feet very thoroughly, I'll wait.
a little something
You're not going to
about
wipe your feet, are you? Okay then. Your bedrooms are there.
the
The
search
kitchen
and the
is just
problems
over
that I
there.
have with them.
Anybody need a snack? Kratos?
They're doing a good
Snack?
job
I do not need a
educating
snack.
people.
What we need
They're doing a very,
is
very
your
good
help
job
getting to Svartalfheim
educating
so we can
people.
try and rescue Tyr.
To Tyr.
My problem
Alive?
is,
I mean, that's... What?
और मेरी प्रॉब्लम
okay.
ये भी नहीं है कि वो
I
इंग्लिश
told him
में क्यों नहीं
everything.
कर रहे हैं. Some people
Everything?
कुछ कुतर्क लेके कूद पड़ेंगे
My
कि
son
भाई आप
disobeyed.
क्या कहना क्या चाह रहे हैं.
I kept an eye on him. On your behalf. Nothing risky. Everything very safe. Somebody else speak.
What's going
What's
on here?
important right now is that we try and open up travel between realms again. You said you know a way?
Yes, I do. I just... It's just... There's... It's just a lot of mud.
Then why haven't you opened the way already, man?
Well, to be frank, there was...
We're simply
something we
cleaning
needed
up.
your help with.
What's happening?
Oh! The Holder brothers finally require the services of the smartest man alive.
That's it precisely.
Hey! Not so fast.
Comes broke.
How'd that get in here?
Broken simply. Aha. These were the
Hell
two
is it
brothers.
anyway?
That is
Oh,
my son.
they're dwarves. They're dwarves.
What?
And all yarns
I thought they were
that
goblins.
happened to him.
That's because of this guy.
Too
He's
damn
blue.
tall now.
Goblins are not really blue. They're green more,
That.
right?
I blame you.
Even after.
Well, come on then. Let's get him
Well,
something
come
that
on,
fits.
man. Let's get him
He's just
something
getting
that
older, you
fits.
daft
He's
twat.
just getting
Did you
old,
ever
you
have an
daft.
awkward phase in your youth?
Hey,
I suppose what's done is done. But you'll be putting your foot down from now on if you know what's
Oh,
good.
that's good.
Oh, he's trying. Believe me.
All right, let's gear you
Okay.
fuckers up before you go off gallivanting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Begin with this.
Busted,
Busted
up
up
good.
good.
Wouldn't you rather I just whip you up a new one?
It is important to me.
Well, I'll see what I can do. In the meanwhile, how about I fix you up with something to get you by?
Okay, so Huldra Brothers shop. Craft and upgrade armor, weapon attachments, and items using collected resources. I'm not sure. Okay, I did pick up a few things. Shields available. Forge a new shield, navigate to shields menu.
I only got materials to make one of these in the here and now. You bring me more resources, we'll see what we can do.
Which one do I get? Which one is Stone Wall Shield or Dauntless Shield? Oh, I want Dauntless. Definitely. Then Shield crafted. Okay, now before it gets to further gameplay, this is important. It's actually the point of it all. So, language से कोई problem नहीं है. I don't really mind anybody educating people in any other languages. Hell, you do it in Hindi, you want to do it in Tamil, you want to do it in Marathi, you want to do it in Bihari even. And for the goodness sake, Bihari is not a bad word, and it's not even a language. It's a region where people speak either Maithili or Bhojpuri. And there are a few more. There are a few more. All right. In fact, these are the dialects. You get it? So what I'm really saying is I've literally no problem with the language. My problem is, and the problem is the clarity of sounds. My problem is if you speak in a language, speak it as a language. What do we really use a language for? We use a language to share our thoughts and ideas. Now, not to really belittle anything, but my understanding is, in my experience, people have now literally taken their ability to speak for granted. For granted. You hear people make nonsensical sounds all the time. All the time. Things they don't mean, things they don't really intend, things they just blurt out all the time. This might sound a little harsh. This might sound much too harsh, but that's the harsh reality. You know, it's day one of me recording something. I think it's enough for one day. It's going to become a part of a very, very long series. But here's a little something to leave you all with. Just a thought. Just a thought. We got this ability to communicate meaningfully after millions and millions of years of evolution, after millions and millions of years of evolution. Compared to that, even according to our most ancient scriptures, human civilization is not any older than, I don't know, 5,000. I'm just going to be generous and make it 12,000. I'm going to double even the most ancient number. 12,000 years old is how old our species is. Really? Yeah, yeah. Well, don't contradict the fact when I said we gained or we got this ability to speak after millions and millions of years of evolution. I mean, literally from Coacavate to Homo sapiens. Yeah, that's how. It did not just happen overnight, anyways. So people have started taking it for granted. Now, here's a thought. Analyze your day. Just pay attention to what you share, the quality of your thoughts, the quality of your ideas, the quality of whatever you invest your energy in. Why am I saying energy? Because it takes a lot of energy to make a sound, and you keep spending it meaninglessly. So just analyze one of your days, and at the end of the day, you know what? Doing this is way better than maintaining a journal. A journal you'll have to write. I do like to write, but this is much easier than keeping a journal. I'm just going to journalize my day over here with y'all. Similarly, y'all can make a note of, well, good idea would be to start writing. Now I'm not writing anymore because I've written enough. Not it. So observe your own behavior, your own conversations for a day, and once you've observed, at the end of the day, just account for it. Just account for it. Figure out हमने आज कितनी बातें बोली, जिनमें से कितनी बातें बिना बोले हमारा काम चल जाता। बस इतना ही करना है, दैट्स इट। आपको बस अगर दिन में आपने 1,000 बातें बोली हैं तो 1,000 में से एट द एंड ऑफ द डे बस इतना देख लेना कि कितनी ज़रूरी थी। शुरू करते हैं यहाँ से। Let's see where we get by the end of it. And trust me, or if everything remains as it is, time का भरोसा नहीं, कभी भी change हो जाता है। But so long as I'm here, it's going to be a very, very long journey. क्योंकि हम हमने कल बोलना शुरू नहीं करा है। हम कम से कम I'm not sure बच्चे कब से ये वीडियो देखनी शुरू कर देंगे या लोग कब से ये वीडियो देखनी शुरू कर देंगे। आपने आज शुरू करी है, आप खुद को जानते हो। आप कल से नहीं बोल रहे हो, आपको बोलते हुए जितने भी साल हुए हैं हो चुके हैं। तो उतना ही टाइम लग सकता है, उतना ही टाइम लग सकता है आपको बोलना सीखने में। अभी आप शायद बोल रहे हो, पर you're talking a lot, but you're saying less. You're talking a lot, you're not saying anything. अगर ये कमेंट्स आपने कभी लाइफ में सुने हैं कि बहुत ज़्यादा बोल रहे हो, tag along, tag along. I'll take you all to a place where people will crave your comments. They'll crave your sound. They'll crave for your voice. कहीं पे भी कुछ भी डिस्कशन होगा, people will ask your opinion, पर टाइम लगने वाला है. So let's begin. Okay, what am I supposed to do here?
If the kid's gonna insist on
Okay.
getting taller, just make a habit of
I was
swinging
supposed
it
to
when
figure
he
out which one
does.
of it was craftable. Brothers Brand Westman. Okay, current level 1. That gives me strength 18, defense 16, runic 10, vitality 0. What's CLD? I don't know. And what is. Oh, LCK, that's luck. What is CLD? We'll figure out later. Waste armor. And we've got a waste armor boy. I can upgrade it as well. Let's upgrade it. Okay. What else do I get? I get to do this. Fortified husk. Fortified husk. Arm guards. Not enough resources. And to answer a few questions. First, how do we do it? Well, this is how you do it. It's exactly how you do it, how I'm doing it.
Found some items you left behind, tossed them in the chest. What would you
Alright,
do
then
without
next.
me?
I'm gonna go look around.
What do I
Check
need
out my
to do
room.
here?
Tell Sindri when you're ready.
There, my
Keep her
activate.
sharp and she'll keep you alive.
This place is great, Sindri. You built it all yourself? You know it.
Okay,
Hey,
now
come see.
look at this place. This is actually beautiful. Pretty nice. What do we have? Wait, let's first.
I guess this is where they store the food. Nice to have options if I wake up hungry.
Okay, this looks nice. But let's go to Sindri.
Finding everything all right, I hope?
They're looking
How
at
do
some
we
land.
unlock the realms?
We'll just need something from back at the workshop. Follow me, and be sure to bring the head. So, where exactly is Tyr being held?
He's imprisoned in a mine somewhere. That's all we know so far.
The realm is full of mines, you realize. You'll need help narrowing it down. Oh,
Just
you should talk to Derlin.
literally
Who's Darlin?
He's a cousin of ours.
amazed by the
Sort of.
detailings
Works
in
for the
this
city on
game.
safety issues. Should have access to all kinds of information on mines. And I know he's no friend of Odin. That's why your mother sought his help when she was trying to whip up a rebellion. Ready?
A rebellion? Did you know about that?
I did not.
A rebel leader who knew Mom. Sounds like exactly what we need.
I think you missed the ta-da. Well, never mind. I'll have this oiled up in no time. Meet you at the gateway outside.
Rebel leader? Derlin?
That sounded so
That
cool.
ain't giving a hound
You
a
missed the
haircut.
ta-da.
Huh?
And you just remember
that.
things however they pop into your bean, don't you? I suppose you think Derlin's just counting the days until a couple